Hello friends, welcome to Learn Positive with Pradeep Kumar. If you are watching my channel, like, share, comment, subscribe and click the bell icon. Today's subject is Automobile Maintenance Unit 1, Chapter 1, Automobile Workshop, Part 2. If you want to see the previous video of this subject, please click the I button on the top of the video. It will show the subjects playlist. And if you want to see more subjects, please visit my channel and see all the videos. Don't forget to subscribe. Today topic is sharp hazard and its control. So already we seen it in the previous videos, and this is the controlling method of the hazardness. So the person who are working in the automobile workshop don't have to wear the loose cloths or free hairs. It becomes very dangerous, so it will stick in the rotating parts or the equipments of the vehicle and cause injuries too. So if we avoid the loose cloths and loose hairs, we can avoid the accidents regularly. And we are using caustic liquids for cleaning purpose in the automobile workshop. It is very harmful if it is sprayed on your hand or eyes. It will get allergies and it will spoil the eyes lens too. So if it happens, you go to the running flow water and clean your eyes and skin and take a first aid and go to the doctor immediately. Next one is the gasoline and paint, which are flammable, should be handled and stored properly in the approved closed containers. If not, it will be flammable, and if it is flame, you have to know what kind of extinguisher have to be used for close the fire. And the fourth point is the oily racks, which are flammable, should be properly closed container to avoid the fire hazards. So if you using closed containers, it will maximum avoid the fire hazards in the automobile workshop. And also you have to use face mask while dust and vapor generating during some repair works or jobs. It will harmful for your lungs, and it can be distribute the lung cancer also. So you have to wear face mask and goggles while cleaning or vaporizing the service works. And sixth point is batteries contains a corrosive sulfuric acid solution and produce explosive hydrogen gases while charging. So while charging, you have to maintain a good electrical components and be sure at your safety measures. Use hand gloves, shoes properly, so it will avoid the electrical shocks and blasting of hydrogen gases. Maintain the proper current in the charging system. And loose wear and drain covers may cause foot or toe injuries. So if the oil is sticked in the floor, if we didn't see that, it will cause the injury due to by slippery on the floor. So high pressure air is in the workshop is very dangerous or fatal if it is penetrate the skin and enters the bloodstream. So it will affect your skin and corroded your skin also, and sometimes it makes septic, and due to that you have to cut off your hand to save yourself. So be careful on the high pressure air. Don't forget to use it properly. If you are spraying it on your face or in your skin, the minute iron particles or some other particles may be entered into your skin, and it will penetrate into it and it will damage your skin properly. And frayed cord on electrical equipments and lights may cause severe electrical shocks. Hazard waste materials such as batteries, caustic cleaning solutions must be handled with adequate personal protection. So the waste management should watch the every waste materials to be handled properly. The carbon monoxide from the vehicle exhaust is very poisonous, so we have to ensure that there is a good ventilation, and we are using the proper masks, safety equipments while using the exhaust, you are in the exhaust way. And then noise pollution is much more in the workshop equipments, such as air chisels may be harmful to the ears. Oils, grease, waters, or parts cleaning solutions are on the shop floor are slippery and may result in serious injury. So clean the splitted oils, grease, water quickly with the proper guidance. The inside bulbs used in the some trouble lights may shatter when the light is dropped. This action may ignite the flame material in the area and cause a fire accident. So due to this, handling of bulbs should be proper. And the next topic is general shop tools. And the tool we are going to see is double end spanner set. So there are most commonly used tools in the garage is the double end spanner set. The opening should be the right size to fit the nut or bolt. These spanners are available in different size ranging from 6 mm to 32 mm. And the next tool is ring spanner. So these tools are generally stronger and lighter in weight, and the end openings are completely over the nut or the bolt head, so that they do not slip and cause damages. The end holes in the ring spanner are 12 sided, so that they can be used in the restricted spaces also. The nut or bolt head was be worked upon even when the swinging of the spanner is restricted to 15 degrees at the end. Wrenches. A wrench is a device used to provide grip and mechanical advantage in applying torque to turn nuts and bolts. And adjustable wrench. This wrench has jaws that can be adjustable to fit nuts and bolt heads of the various sizes. The same wrench can be used for different size of bolt and nuts. And torque wrench. The important nut and bolts in the automobile have to be tightened with a specified amount of torque mentioned by the manufacturer. If you are giving excessive torque, may result in the breakage within less torque, nut or bolt will remain loose. So we have to use their torque wrench. This is made of possible only by a torque wrench. It is a specialized form of a socket spanner. And what is ratchet and socket? The ratchet is a hand tool in which a metal handle is attached to the ratchet mechanism, which attached to a socket, which is turned fits onto a type of a bolt or nut. The ratchet allows you to tighten or loosen a bolt without removing the resetting the wrench after turning it. It has some mechanism, pawl mechanism, so you can turn it whatever direction you want to be tightened. So if you want to tight, just reverse the pawl and you can tight the wrench without removing the ratchet. And if you are moving it in the opposite direction, the pawl moves to the opposite direction, you can lose the spanner, you cannot be tighten it. So this is the kind of ratchet and socket. And also it has a extension rod, so you can dismantle the bolt and nut from the depth of the holes also. And screwdrivers. The screwdrivers is used to drive or turn screws. The most common type has a single flat blade for driving screws with a slotted head. There is also the Phillips head, reed and print screw drivers. Pliers. Pliers are a special type of adjustable wrenches. The two-legged move on a pilot so that items of the various size can be gripped. There are two types of pliers, gripper pliers and cutting pliers. Hammers. Hammers is a striking hand tool. So it consists of a head, striking face, pin and a shaft or handle. Hammer are made from structural and tool steel. The flat striking surface is known as the face and opposite side is known as pin. A medium weight ball pin hammer is generally used in automobile services. It should be gripped on the end of the handle. When you are swing the hammer, the face should strike the object squarely and not an angle. And the next one is mallet. So a hammer which is with a wooden or plastic head is called as mallet. It is used for the body shop of the automobile. And the punches, it is the tool used for making identification on the scribed lines in order to make them more clearly visible. The punches are made up of tool steels. Chisels. The chisels are made from hexagon or octagon shaped ice carbon steel. It is forged to required shapes and it is subjected to annealing, hardening and tempering process. Due to that, the chisel will be very hardened. The chisels are made of high carbon steels or cast steels. The five most common types of the flat, cross cut, diamond pointed, off rounded and side chisels. Files. Files is a metal cutting tool. It is made up of hardened and tempered high carbon steel or high speed steel or tungsten steel. The arrangement of tools is in single row cut or cross cut. The files are named across to the shapes of its cross sections. The angles of the single cut is 60 degree and 80 degree cross together. Single cut files are used for softened metals and double cut files are used for single hardened metals. You can see the image. There is the example for single cut and double cut. In single cut there was a line about 60 degree and the double cut the line was zigzagged at the 60 degree. So it may be look like a diamond pointed and curved tooth and rasps. Rasp has a spikes on the files. And the next one is taps. A tap is a screw like tool which has a thread like a bolt and 3 or 4 flutes cut across the thread on the inside of the holes as in a nut. You can put a thread inside thread in the hole. It is used for the tap. And die. Die are used for cutting external threads on the hollow pipes, cylindrical rods, etc. The size up to the diameter of 3 mm. It has varying different types of diameters. So we can put a outer thread in the external thread in the rod. The dies are made up of hardened and tempered high speed steel. The next one is gear and bearing puller. The puller come in a variety of types and size and are used to remove wheels, gears and bearings from the shaft. So or to remove the shaft from the housing. Each pulling operation differs from the other and cares must be exercised to prevent damages to the parts during pulling. And the final one is bushing and sealing pullers and drivers. Pullers are usually threaded or slide hammer type. Seal drivers must fit the seal properly and the seal must be starred squarely into the housing. The seal driver handle is tapped with a soft hammer to install the seal. Friends, if you like this video, give a thumbs up, share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.